I'm going live because I want to do a video for you. Um, it's like a moment of truth, right? So I've been saying several times over the last 8 months that I will not lie to you. I will be honest with you and tell you exactly what is going on, if I'm making money, how I'm making money. And we'll get to that in a little bit, um, because that's not the most interesting about this video, for me at least. The most interesting thing for me is that I kind of started a community 8 months ago of women who wanted to rise in abundance and wanted to make it on YouTube, wanted to be successful and build financial freedom. And I had a lot of women coming in and going, yeah, we want to do this, and yeah, I'm picking a niche, and I'm doing this. And I was so excited. I was super excited. And then it kind of died after 6 months or so. It died. And I'm not blaming anyone. There's a point to this, so hang in there. And at first I was like, where did you all go, man? Why are you abandoning me? I'm really sad you abandoned me. We're not in this together. You're gone. You don't want to do this. Oh, okay. All right. I guess I'll have to do it on my own. And then I realized that this is the pattern that I most often show. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about what I struggle with and how I'm dealing with that. But I want to acknowledge that quitting after a certain amount of months has been my go-to pattern, actually. So I grew up in a family that was super dysfunctional, like dysfunctional, like write a book and publish it and people will go dysfunctional. And that's why I made my other channel, Reclaim Your Peace, where I talk about narcissism and codependency and all the patterns we inherit when we grow up in a dysfunctional family. And I kind of let that channel die. And now I'm on the other side and feeling really good about my life, and I'm getting married, and I don't have a lot of dysfunctional patterns left myself. And I've become really good at surrounding myself with people who are non-dysfunctional, who have done the work, who are emotionally healthy. Welcome. I see there's people here watching, and I'm so glad you're here. Give me a little heart, send a little hi or something. I just started out by saying, where are you all? Where's my community? So anyway, because of this, I've had some patterns, and I've talked about this a lot on that channel, Reclaim Your Peace. I'll put a link in the description for it when I publish this video. I've talked a lot about the patterns that I get when I've grown up in a dysfunctional family, and how it blocks my abundance, how it has blocked me from actually getting what I want, what I dream of, and building the life that I want. But now I'm on the other side of that block. And what I realize is this thing that I've had, where I've been doing something for 6 months and then kind of gone, well, okay, it doesn't work. All right, I'll just move on to the next project and see if that works. I'm realizing that because the world is such a dysfunctional place, I'm probably not the only one who's like that. Who here is like that as well? Do you sometimes start a project and then give it like 3 to 6 months and then you go, it doesn't work. I'll move on to something else. I think I'm not the only one. And that's pretty cool, because that means that there's an important thing here, and that is about consistency. Now, I don't want to hit you on the head and say you have to be consistent. You have to keep going. You have to keep going. If you want success, you have to keep going because you already know that. You're smart, right? You already know that consistency is key. Um, so I don't have to remind you of that. What I do have to remind you of, maybe, is have some fucking patience with yourself. Yeah, I swear. That's in Denmark, it doesn't mean that much. And my culture, my personal culture, it's just a wonderful word that can enhance and make people giggle. So I use I use the F word. Yes, that's who I am. So anyway, you have to be patient with yourself. You have to allow yourself to actually take time to stop and feel what you're doing when you're doing your work, both when you're doing personal work, but also when you're doing like faceless channels or other business stuff. Take time to stop and feel, am I serving myself right now? Am I having fun? Because if you grew up in a dysfunctional culture, whether it's your family that's dysfunctional or your society or your country or whatever, there's something about consistency that we haven't learned. There's something about uh, sticking with it that we haven't learned. And because we've been burned so many times, we're like, oh, that hurt, that doesn't work. Now I feel abandoned or rejected. I'm out, bye bye. And on to the next project. But I'm here to tell you that when I heal that, now that I have healed that, I can see that pattern isn't there anymore. I'm sticking with it. And now I get to the part about my faceless YouTube channels. I've been going at it for 8 months now, and I have been struggling. Boy, have I been struggling. I've pivoted like 3 times because, oh, now it's this that's popular. Oh, now it's this that's popular. Oh, now they want this. And I felt a little bit like, pulled by the nose sometimes. But I've been sticking with it. And it's starting to reward me. So when I asked ChatGPT, and I already scolded ChatGPT for this. When I asked ChatGPT in October, how can I make $2,000 a month with YouTube and AI, it suggested faceless channels, and it said that, oh, by June you will definitely make $2,000 a month with a faceless YouTube channel. And let me tell you, I am not making $2,000 a month, okay? I said I won't lie to you. I'd rather be authentic and be laughed at or ridiculed. I'm not making $2,000 a month. I am making around $500 a month. Yeah, so I'm not really there yet, but when I talk to AI about it, and I've had this conversation with both ChatGPT and Grok and Gemini, just to be sure that one of them isn't stringing me along again. The point is to keep going. And I'm at that point right now where I feel kind of like, where is my community? Where are all the other women who were going to do this with me? Who were excited about finding a niche and creating faceless videos? And I see that most of you are gone. You've taken a different route. And I just want you to know that's okay. That's okay. You're not doing this for me. You're doing this for you. And if you don't want to do that and it doesn't serve you, go do something else. That's like, if there's one thing I want you to do, is you take care of you. You do what serves you. You do what makes you happy. You do what gets you excited. That's all that matters, really. And if you can be inspired by me and what I do and do the same, then hooray, I love that. But if you have tried it and it doesn't feel right for you, then don't do it. So yeah, I'm struggling. My Makes You Wonder channel, has almost 1,000 subscribers. I'm close to 800 as far as I remember, but my retention is like I have 300 watch hours. I am way far from actually getting monetized on YouTube. And I was told by ChatGPT that I would be monetized by June of this year, and now we're in July. so so fuck you, ChatGPT. Fuck you, ChatGPT. Well, anyway, I can see that it is growing, and what is working is the affiliate. So it's maybe not so much about being monetized on YouTube. It's about building an audience and finding something that's valuable for that audience and giving it to them. And that'll serve them and it'll serve me, right? So I've sold hosting, web hosting. I'm not doing any of it. It's just affiliate links, right? Web hosting, travel insurance, the company that I'm using myself. Of course, Syllabi. And I've sold, I sold Bybit because cryptocurrency is super hot right now. And Bybit had a great affiliate thing with 30%. I'm making 30% off of the clients that are making money on Bybit. So I had a few people sign up. I haven't made any money yet, but I have a few people sign up. It's like 1 week ago, so I can see that that's interesting to people. The cool thing about Bybit, because I want to invest and I have no clue at all, but the cool thing about Bybit is that you can, instead of learning all about investing, you can choose to follow someone who's good at investing and then do what they do. And I like that. So I've also put $500 into Bybit, and following some people in there that are doing well. So I myself am making money in Bybit, right? So that's pretty cool. So I do think that everything that I'm talking about on this channel, the affiliate and the lead magnets books that I've taught you to make, and all the SEO and AEO and all that, I do think that it works. But because we all started last year when everybody was going, oh my God, AI is the new gold rush. I just heard that 50% of all content on YouTube is already AI. That's a lot. In just like 2 years, that's a lot. And that means that suddenly it's no longer a hill we're climbing a mountain. But the good news is that most people, just like I did in the past, they give up after a certain amount of time when they see, it's not working. Okay, it was just another scam, and I'll go on and find something new. I'll keep going, and I hope that you will keep going as well. And if you haven't joined, you can still do the second wave, but don't think that you can be monetized in 2 months. Well, you might get lucky, of course. Who knows? But you have to say, I have to put videos out for at least a year before I get monetized. And of course, you can make money. You can make money before that with affiliate. But if we're talking monetization, then you really have to be patient. But think about it this way: you're not building monetization. You're building an engaged audience that likes exactly what you have to give them, whether it's faceless or something with your face. You're building something that they like. You're building for your audience. You're not building for the algorithm. You're building content for people in the world, right? So we have to be a little patient now because the market is so saturated. Yeah, I think that's what I want to say for now. And I can see that, oh, the sun is so warm today. I love it. I love sunshine, and I love warmth. After the wedding on August 8th, oh yeah, I'm getting married on August 8th. We're going to go south to Mexico, just a few days after the wedding. He's taking me on a secret honeymoon. Ooh, somewhere I don't know. That is so romantic. And then we'll go south to Mexico, and I can't wait. I love, 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 love Mexico. As you might know, I'm originally from Denmark, but Denmark was too cold for me in many ways. So I've traveled to more than 50 countries in the last 35 years, and I keep coming back to Mexico because of the people mainly. But you know, the culture, the music, the parties, the food, the alcohol, the mountains, the nature, the beaches. Outside of the tourist areas, I'm not so keen on the tourist areas, but outside the tourist areas, I really, really, really love Mexico. Mexico, te quiero, México. Soy casi mexicana, en mi corazón y en mi sangre. Okay, so enough for now. I hope this was valuable for you. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. I love that you're here, and keep at it. Keep at it. Be patient and keep at it. We'll get there. Okay? Take care. Bye. How do I stop this thing?